one of the big debates that we have on the website is about best players in school history. So what I want to get from you is who you consider the best starting five of all time at East Chicago Central and the best player that ever played East Chicago Central. So let's start out with point guard.
Wow, man. I mean, that's tough. And the reason why, and I need to make this known, man. The reason why that's tough, man, is because there's been a lot of great players that come through Central, man. A lot of great players. But if I had to narrow it down to a five,
point guard.
And this is not slighting anybody. We talking about point guards, I would have to go with Delmar.
Delmar Johnson?
I would have to go with Delmar Johnson. And that's not slighting anybody, man, because there's been a lot of other great point guards that come through there, man. If I could just mention a couple guys, even though I picked Delmar, I mean, you still got Coop out there. You still had my man Troy Avery. You got Bob that could have played a point, that played, some point guard position. Wow, man, you got Wayne Jones, I mean, these were some really awesome guards, man. You got Charles Ricks. These guys were, great players.
Yeah.
They own right. If I gotta just go with a point guard, I'd go with them.
Shooting guard.
Shooting guard. It's tough, man. Shooting guard, I think I would have to go.
Charles Riggs.
Yeah.
Von Upshaw, Bob, Corey Stokes, Marcus Jefferson, E'Twaun Moore.
I have to go with Charles Riggs, man. Gotta go with Chuck, man.
Okay.
Gotta go with Chuck, man. But that's not to slight my man Coco either.
Yeah.
Not to slight my man Coco. I gotta go with Chuck, but I'm still putting Coco in my top five because Coco could always play to a dual position, man.
Okay.
So just jumping to small forward without you having to ask, man, I have to go with Coco.
So he's better than Chris Woods, Marcus Jefferson, E'Twaun Moore.
Coco?
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, at that time, man. I mean, Coco in his prime, yeah.
Okay.
Coco in his prime, yes, man.
Okay.
Talking about being able to shoot, being able to drive, just being smart with the basketball. Yeah.
Power forward.
No doubt Marlon Anderson. And then Marlon Anderson, that's my guy, man.
Marlon Anderson over you, Udi.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to say that. I can't put myself in that.
KK Short. I mean,
I'm not gonna say I can't put myself in that five, but I won't. I won't, just out of respect for these other guys. Marlon by far, yeah, over me at that time. Marlon's a beast, man. He was. Period. And Marlon was more than just a power forward. I mean, he could have played any position on the floor. He could shoot, could dribble, could post. But Marlon was only 6 foot, about 6'4", man, 6'4.5". 6'4". I mean, maybe 6'5". I think more like 6'4". And at the center position, I don't, man. That's tough.
Did Marlon Anderson play center?
He did, but I wouldn't put Marlon Anderson.
Okay, so who you gonna put at center then? You got Rick Wright.
That played true center. If you gotta say true center, you gotta say a true center, man.
I mean,
I have to go with a new breed of character, man. I have to go with a new breed. I have to put KK in there.
Okay, that's good. Solid center.
I have to put KK in there, man, at center. And that ain't slight my boy Big Will, you know what I'm saying? But footwork wise and being able to make post moves and scoring with his back to the basket, man, I haven't seen any other big guy that size. And I mean, and even KK is undersized. Even KK is undersized, but by far his footwork was better when when he was in high school than Big Will's was. But Big Will wasn't no chump. You know what I'm saying? Big Will had size. He had to, he could face the basket and shoot. But as far as footwork and just maneuvering around that bucket, just around the basket, 5 feet and in. No doubt, man. I gotta give it to the kid. You know, I gotta go with a new breed, man. On that one.
So we got Delmar Johnson, Charles Ricks, Greg Arrington, Marlon Anderson, KK Short. Who is the best player of all time at East Chicago Central?
Best player of all time, East Chicago Central. Now that is definitely a tough one, man. Definitely a tough one, man. I don't know, man. I've always, and I know a lot of people probably disagree, but I've always been a fan of Marlon Anderson, man. Just always been a
Best
fan.
player ever at Central.
Best player, man. I mean,
So he's better than E'Twaun Moore.
well, I mean,
He's better than Udi. He's better than all these guys. All these.
yeah, I mean, some of the people you
Bob
name,
Smith,
some of the people you name, yeah. I mean,
Coop, Robert Battle,
oh yeah. I mean, well, Coop was good, man. Don't get me wrong. Them guys
Judah
was good,
Parks.
man.
Is Marlon Anderson better than Judah Parks?
I mean, Judah was good. Like I said, man, this is not an easy question. You know what I'm saying? Because all these guys you naming were good, man. They were good players, man. They were excellent players. But you know, my one pick, I gotta go with Marlon, man. I mean, Marlon, he did it all. And then you gotta think, man, Marlon didn't even get to play his senior year.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? This was a kid, man, who put in work, man, for 2-3 seasons. You know what I'm saying? And then his senior year, you know, they try to cut him short. You know?
Yeah.
And you can only imagine how far Central would have went if he would have played. And I don't think anybody on that team can deny that they would have done a lot better with him on the floor.
Yeah.
You know?
All right.